I'm going to talk about washing ATVs today. This is my 2018 King Quad that had 5,500 kilometers on it when I sold it, and it was shiny and looked brand new, and it was well used and well traveled and did me very well. Every time I ride, they look brand new after I'm done washing them. So let's go over this. Both of my ATVs I brought to Cape Breton, rode them well, got them dirty. I rinsed them off with a hose there, but now I've brought them back home and I'm ready to wash them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to power wash them down. I'm going to stay pretty far back from anything important, the wiring, the brake lines, the bushings, etc. And just make sure I get as much dirt off as I can. For the plastics, I'll get pretty close to the plastic just to get the dirt out of the nooks and crannies. The Arctic Cat, it has a textured rack, so the dirt gets right in there and the power washer will take it, for the most part, right out of there for me before having to soap it. I always try to get into the little spots where the plastics meet. Dirt seems to love to hide in there, so if you get the power washer right up in those cracks, it'll blow it all out so that when it dries, you don't have the little particles of dirt dripping down after the fact and just making it dirty again. For the washing, I'm going to use a foam cannon because it pretty much does the best job at getting the dirt off of most things so that you don't have to sit there and scrub every little nook and cranny. Your main focus is going to be on emitting the plastics after, where the foam cannon takes care of all the stuff underneath. For soap, I'm using a foam cannon purposed soap. The one I'm using is made for the foam cannon, and it's great. Let it sit for about 5 minutes in the shade, and then I move over to the bucket of water with automotive soap with wax. And what I find is the foam cannon gets most of the dirt to come off, loosens it up, and then the automotive soap gives you the best possible clean for the plastics. When rinsing the ATV, you're going to want to make sure that you get all the soap off. You don't want any of that soap drying on it. It's just like a car. Got to get all the soap off because any residual soap will dry on there and over time will ruin your finish. And in this case, ruin your plastics. Once I'm done rinsing, I use a chamois. I personally use a real chamois made out of sheepskin. I don't use a ShamWow or a towel or anything like that. I find a real chamois does the best job. You're going to want to make sure you get everything dried. And when you leave it out for about a half hour for the wind to get the rest of the machine dried, you may have to go back and use a chamois to get any dripping spots, because you're not going to want any water for the shiny portion of cleaning the ATV. So we can see that the plastics, although clean, don't look fantastic. What happens is, you put your gas can on there, the tree branches brush against it, and it just dulls out the plastic. In this video, I'm using tire foam, and it works okay. It's my second choice. My first choice is a silicone spray, which is easy. Just spray it and you're done. This you will have to wipe down, otherwise it'll be spotty. And Polaris and others recommend furniture polish, but I find that is a lot more work to apply, and it only lasts that one ride. The silicone spray usually lasts me 2 rides. You can see that the plastics are looking good. They're not dull. And when you're done, you have a nice new looking machine.